Call to order the meeting of the licensing board. For the record, today is Wednesday, October 21st. All members of the board are present. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. When your matter is called, please sit in that first row. State your name and address for the record, please. Gotta find the agenda.
You don't have one?
The agenda?
Here, John. I have two.
Okay, thank you. First item on the agenda is a new alcoholic common victular license, NBVD Inc., DBA Twins Restaurant, 374 Miller Street, Maria R. Barboza.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. For the record, Attorney Thomas Killoran, law offices at 350 North Main Street, Fall River, Massachusetts. I represent the applicant, NBVD Inc., doing business as Twins Restaurant. With me tonight is Eduardo Ferreira, who's the treasurer of the corporation. This business is going to be owned and operated by himself, along with his wife and sister-in-law, Maria Barboza. As the chairman stated, we're asking that this board grant an all-alcoholic liquor license for a new restaurant. It's going to be located at 374 Miller Street, Fall River, Massachusetts. It'll be a Portuguese-American styled restaurant. The building is approximately one story, approximately 3,164 square feet. There'll be a bar area, a main dining area, 2 restrooms, a walk-in cooler and kitchen, and as well as some dry storage. The total occupancy for the building is approximately 125 people. We have Maria R. Barboza down as the manager on the liquor license. She has experience owning and operating a restaurant, St. John's Restaurant. She's done that for 8 years with her sister, Maria Ferreira. She also worked as a waitress for 6 years at the Academica Restaurant, and also owned and operated Raposa's Fish Market for 6 years. So she does have experience with serving of alcohol. If there's any questions from the board, I'd be happy to answer them. We did pay the publication fee tonight. I turned in an affidavit of service on the abutters, along with the return receipt cards, and also a business certificate, because they're going to do business as Twins Restaurant. Okay. Mrs. Barboza and Mrs. Ferreira are twins, and there's the origin of the name.
Okay. Few questions. Where is Miller Street?
That is off of Stafford Road.
Okay.
It's if you're coming from the Brayton, if you come up Brayton Ave, take a left on Stafford, you're gonna see Seabra on your left side. Just past it, it's your first right.
Okay.
John, it was Luongo's.
Oh, this was
Yes.
Luongo's.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that was
Okay.
Luongo's business.
So this will require an inspection
Okay.
because it's a new restaurant.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're clear on
yes.
that. What are your planned hours of operation?
We want to do
Why
Sunday.
don't you come over and sit next to Tom?
Yeah, just
Well,
sit
socially distant.
It's all right.
Name and address for the record.
And your name and address for the record, please.
Eduardo Ferreira Jr., 12 Gabriella Lane, Westport, Mass.
Okay. Your hours, again, I'm sorry.
Hours of operation would be Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and then weekends, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9.
So obviously, you're going to have to do some serious renovation in this building, correct?
Yes, the whole building, yes.
When would you anticipate that you would be opening?
They're looking at late February or sometime in March of 2021.
And have you already purchased the property?
They have.
You have, okay.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
part of the-
not contingent on this.
No.
Okay.
They purchased the property already, and there's a lease between the 3 of them own it individually and the corporation. That's part of the application.
And this was an available license, Carrie? Yep. No financing,
No.
that the license would be
No.
pledged?
Nope.
Okay, and as far as the manager, how much time do you figure, is she going to be there through all the working hours, operating hours?
Yes,
Yeah.
all the hours. No,
She-
all three of us.
This is going to be their full-time job.
This is full-time
Yeah.
for everyone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me the hours again, please.
Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Thank you.
You said Portuguese American food.
No renovations.
Well, just to the inside of the building, right? The renovations?
Even the roof is coming off,
Okay, so it's major renovations.
yes.
And before we can do the license, obviously, we would need to inspect it. Are you planning, given the current situation, any kind of outdoor seating area? Or is that going to be something that you'll see in the future?
We
Or
could see in the future because we just had a variance last week,
you just got a variance
yes.
to allow for the restaurant?
We're gonna extend, we're gonna do some additions.
Okay. So do we have plans for this?
We have a seating plan that was submitted. I'm going to have Mr. Ferrera answer as to whether or not that seating plan incorporates what they may do after the variances. It's been approved, but after the appeal period expires, and they can, is the seating plan going to end up different than what was submitted with the license application?
No?
No.
Okay.
So there's nothing contingent on the variance that you're presenting in front of us tonight?
No.
Correct.
Okay, good. That way we don't approve something or deny something that put the cart before the horse.
All right. Are there anybody else have any questions?
No, that would be my only one.
No question.
Anything else?
I have nothing else.
Is there anyone else here in favor of this petition? Is there anyone opposed?
I'll make a motion that we approve the new alcoholic license pending a favorable inspection by the
And I-
board.
And I'll second that motion.
Motion made and seconded to approve the license subject to satisfactory inspection. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck.
The
Good luck.
manager.
Thank you.
The manager.
Yep. Make a motion
Oh,
that,
man.
make a motion that we approve the manager on record.
And I'll second that motion.
So motion made and seconded to approve the manager. Anyone else are in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Great.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
If the build-out comes a little quicker and you're gonna open, we'll just get in touch with
Yeah,
Kerry
just
or
let
somebody,
us
get
know.
you on the earlier.
Great, we appreciate it.
Okay.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Good luck.
New alcohol club license, Portuguese American Society, Inc., DBA, the 100 Club, 51 Purchase Street. Jenny S. Fernandez.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Madam Clerk. For the record, my name is Arthur Frank. I'm a lawyer with addresses at 209 Bedford Street, Fall River, Massachusetts, and I represent your applicant, the Portuguese American Society, Inc., DBA The 100 Club, and with me is the president of the corporation, Mr. Luis Betancourt. Mr. Betancourt and his family are also the owners of the building located on Purchase Street, and they'd like to open a private club on the second floor in space of approximately 1,100 square feet with a seating capacity of 45 people. It would be a private club with 100 members. They would start a subscription process to procure the members, and we've set up the corporation so that there are two classes of members. There's the charter members, which include Mr. Betancourt, his daughter, and his wife, and Maria Correa. They're also the incorporators. And that will be the only class that will be eligible to vote and hold office. The active members will be the people who become the subscribers to use the club and its privileges, but they won't have any rights to vote or hold office. And the charter member class is going to be set up such that if they want to expand that class, they can do it upon a nomination and a vote of the original charter members. Now, the private members will have access to private events, tastings, book signings. I believe they're also going to invest in the equipment to install cigar smoking. There'll be some cultural events. As far as their hours of operation, I will have Mr. Betancourt address that and the type of menu that he foresees having at the club. Mr. Betancourt?
Yes, Louis Bettencourt, 34 Forge Road, Somerset, Massachusetts. The hours of operation, it's supposed to be 6-7 days, from 11 to 10 o'clock. We need discussed correctly yet. And the type of food is going to be like appetizers, or there's some more like small events.
Late fare, as they say.
So there is going to be food served upstairs as well?
And not all the time, but once we do some events, you know. So.
Okay.
I think to comply with COVID guidelines, he would have to have some type
Right,
of food
exactly.
until
Right, yeah.
till that's lifted.
Until that's
Yeah.
lifted. And the other question I have is that, because it's a private club, the smoking's allowed, correct? How are you going to handle the smoke upstairs, because you have a function room, you have that jewelry store, and then you have all those people downstairs? What kind of filtration system or whatever?
I think that's what they're looking into now, as far as what they're gonna have to invest.
Right.
Obviously, it's gonna have to pass muster with the building inspector.
Right, with the,
Yeah.
so that was my question, has that been done, or are you just waiting
We-
to see if this gets approved?
We already have a separated unit for
that
for
area?
that already.
Because when we did when I did the inspection, Kerry was with me, when I did the inspection of downstairs, I saw where it was. But still, it would have to be some kind of special system, I would imagine, to make sure that smoke
That's
goes
right.
up and out and not
Up,
down.
That's
right?
correct. And I think that's why when Mr. Betancourt and his family purchased the building, they did a lot of infrastructure work.
Okay.
Thinking, okay, what would we like to do later on? And then we've talked about some figures as far as what it's gonna cost. I think we've discussed $40,000 or $50,000 to finish.
filtration?
Yeah, to finish the filtration system.
Just
Okay.
filtrations.
All right, so that's fine. And who's the manager on this one?
His stepdaughter, Jenny Fernandez.
Okay. Any questions?
No, no questions.
And as far as so it's an all alcohol license, correct?
Correct.
It's everything?
And it almost runs with the hours of the restaurants.
Same
So
thing.
it's not,
That's right.
it's not like you're looking to shuffle people upstairs to sell more
Yeah, he
booze.
did.
It's to
11
do
to 10.
a array of
Same-
things.
same time frame.
Nice.
Mr. Bedford, you said 11 to 10 PM,
11 to 10 p.m.
7 days a week?
7 days a week.
Okay. The other thing is, the entrance to that is through that middle,
It's from the right side of the building. It's a private entrance.
there's a private entrance
Yeah.
on that side
Yeah.
street?
Yes, sir.
If you're
On
facing,
Granite
if you're
Street?
facing the building, they originally were gonna put it right above, I'll call it the raw bar area, but they changed it, they flipped it to the other end of
Right,
the
but that
building.
day we were there, didn't we come down a staircase and come
Yes.
out in the middle of the
that the
building?
one?
No, it's another one we have on
So
the
there's
right
gonna be a
side.
completely separate
It's a
entrance to
completely
upstairs
separate-
because of
Just-
the club.
just
And you
for-
understand about the club, keeping track of who goes in and out, signing the book and all that, and
Yes.
nobody else is allowed unless there's a member
Unless
signing them
there's a-
in, right?
As
And
a
we
guest,
have-
yeah.
We have, it's an encouragement, but we have encouraged our clubs to do some sort of key access, so
Yeah.
not anyone can get in and out of there, so if you could look into that, that would.
Sure, if that's what you consider best practices.
Yep.
Yeah,
Or if,
absolutely.
or if you come up with something better, Mr. Betancourt, definitely present it to us, but that way we don't have to worry about someone from the restaurant trying to get up there and then cause you an issue.
Oh,
you
no,
know,
no,
okay?
it's going to be locked, the door.
Perfect.
Ready from the car.
I love the idea, I think it's a great idea,
Okay.
keep spicing up
Very
downtown.
good.
Any further questions?
No
No
questions.
questions?
Is there anyone here in favor? Is there anyone opposed?
I'll make a motion that we approve the new alcohol club license pending a favorable inspection.
I'll, I'll say okay on that.
Second?
Second.
It's the manager.
Okay,
now.
so-
The manager. Oh,
So
okay.
motion
That's what
made
it was.
and seconded to approve. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion that we approve the manager on record.
And I'll second the motion.
Motion made and seconded to approve the manager. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
So there will have to be another inspection, so when you get close, let us know, okay?
Very good.
All
Good
right,
luck.
thank you.
Okay, good luck.
John, phone numbers.
For Sports
They
Club.
were both my family law, so everything.
They didn't come. All right, thank you. Change of hours for the Sports Club. Carrie just told me that they weren't feeling well, so continue it to the next meeting.
Make a motion that we table this matter to the next meeting.
Second the motion.
Motion made and seconded to table. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
19 Prime, 19 Sullivan Drive, Peter Souza.
And we don't have to.
Good evening, Peter Souza, 7 Thomas Drive, Somerset, Massachusetts, representing 19 Prime. Here to try to extend our hours to serve brunch on Sundays.
Okay, so the request that's been submitted is to be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it, everything else stays the same?
Nice.
All right, any questions?
No questions.
Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the change of hours.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made and seconded to approve the change of hours. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank
you. Good
Seeing you.
Thank you, guys, appreciate it.
Class
Take it slow,
2,
yeah.
True Brother, Inc., 400 Stafford Road, Francis Lee, Grisot. Eric. The chairman will not participate.
So why don't you just see it right there. Good evening. For purposes of the record, Attorney Peter Solino, 550 Locust Street here in Fall River. I am the applicant's attorney. With me is Francis Grisot. Mr. Grisot operates True Brother, which is an industrial contractor on Pleasant Street. He also has a purchase and sale agreement to buy Shays Automotive on Stafford Road. And part of the purchase and sale agreement is subject to him receiving the transfer of the Class 2 license that's at the site. From a review of the city file, there are 6 cars or 6 vehicles are authorized under the license. There's no change in hours or structure. The site is one building. It's 60 by 80. It has a bathroom and, again, sale of 6 vehicles. So really, we're here tonight to transfer the license so that he can meet the contingency in the purchase and sale agreement.
Perfect. And when you hoping to open if we do approve you?
Soon.
Soon as possible, right?
The
Nice.
closing date was on or before the end of October, but it was subject to, so.
Thank you for wanting to continue to invest in the city, for sure. Everything's in the file. We have a police report, it is favorable. Any other questions from the board?
No questions.
Is there anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? Is there a
I'll
motion?
make a motion that we approve the Class 2 license.
And I'll second that motion. There's been a motion made and second. Anyone else here in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Let us know if you need anything, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Rnc Auto Sales, 2291 South Main Street.
Good evening.
Hi.
Hi. I'm translating for them.
You could take your mask down, please, so we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm translating for them.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so they're opening a new business.
And we need their names and addresses for the record.
So Marco Rojas and Tanya Castro, their home address is 355 Columbia Street. The address for the business is gonna be 2291 South Main Street.
Okay? So they're looking, is this an existing lot? Oh, okay, okay. All right. And basically, it's a transfer of the license, you want to keep it the same, 30 cars?
Yeah, so it's just gonna be the auto sales, that's it.
Okay. What are you planning on the hours of operation?
It's gonna be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
What days?
from Monday to Saturday.
Closed on Sunday?
Yes.
So obviously this has been licensed, so,
And police report, okay, I spoke to them.
okay. Carrie saying the police report is all set.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So we're good.
All right.
All right.
And we don't need an inspection, it was just,
No, because it's a
Reason-
transfer.
reason-
Everything is fine, okay? Everything's good. The police checked everything out. They say you're okay to have the license.
It was the first
Um,
time,
So you're not planning any renovations. It's gonna be exactly the way it is?
yeah, it's just gonna be this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
no
No
questions.
questions.
Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed?
I'll make a motion that we grant the Class 2 license.
And I'll second that motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to grant. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye. Good luck.
Good luck.
One
Thank
sec.
you.
All right.
Because you're at the end of the year, you need to come in to renew, you're all set for this year, but you need to renew for next year, so you've got to come in and fill out some more paperwork and pay for the license, okay?
Okay.
All righty, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Good
much.
luck, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping them out.
Public input, is there, no one has signed up to address the board? We have nothing. Is there anyone here to address the board on any matter? Okay, hearing nothing, we'll go on to the old new business. show cause hearing, Sonny's Auto Sales, 2389 South Main Street, Anthony Santos.
You can bring that chair if you'd like to sit right here, like the other one is.
Or you can sit next to him.
I'll sit next to him.
Okay.
He isn't a bad guy.
And while you're sitting there, if you can pull your mask down so we can hear you, please. Okay, can everyone please state their names and addresses for the record, please?
James Kentner, 16 Camelot Drive, Swansea, Massachusetts.
Anthony Santos, New Bedford, Mass.
We need a street address.
1956 Berkshire Street.
Okay,
Officer Eric Pacheco, 685 Pleasant Street.
Also, Jose DePedro, 685 Pleasant.
okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Santos, you're the licensee, correct?
Yes.
And do you know why you're here?
I heard about, it was like, something about the, deposits,
Complaints.
the complaint about deposits or something like that.
Okay, and you realize this is a show cause hearing? And what happens at a show cause hearing is the police have filed complaints against your business because people have filed complaints with the police. And what happens at a show cause hearing is the police will tell us what the problems are. You'll have an opportunity to respond to that. And there may be people in the audience that are going to speak as well on those issues. And depending on what we hear and what happens, there's the possibility that we may say there was no problem, we may give you a warning, or we might revoke your license. You understand that at a show cause hearing, you are entitled to have legal representation?
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have to speak up because it's got to be picked up by the microphone.
That's why I brought him with me. I'm hiring him to do my talking and,
Well, are you a lawyer?
No,
Let's be
sir.
clear on that.
Sure.
Are you an
No, no,
attorney?
And how much
He's-
time do you spend at the business, sir?
Well, I haven't spent any yet. I have 30 years in the auto industry.
No, that's fine, but how much time are you actively on this?
None,
None.
yet.
None.
Okay, so-
That's the thing.
Okay.
He's brought me
So actually,
into,
anything that he says probably doesn't really matter because he hasn't been involved up until this point, is that correct?
right, the only
Perfect.
thing I have to offer is that
Your
he
experience.
hired me to renovate their whole policies and procedures on how the business is ran. I have 30-plus years in the auto industry. He
Gotcha.
realizes that there have been some issues and maybe everything hasn't been handled.
That's putting it
the
mildly.
way it should have been. I read the
Gotcha.
So, having said that, and having said to you, you have the right to have legal representation, and there's the possibility we may not do anything, or there's a possibility your license could be revoked tonight. Are you prepared to go forward, or do you wish to obtain legal counsel?
go forward.
Okay. So what's going to happen is the police are going to tell us, there's several reports that have been filed of what the issues are with your business, and you will then have the opportunity to question the police, okay? So I don't know who's,
So, Officer Pacheco, Fargo Police Department. I have been assigned to that area where his business is. Just this year alone, approximately 21 times. Me personally, 6. Multiple issues in regards to lemon vehicles, refusal to properly fix them to pass inspection, multiple complaints in regards to refunding of money. As a matter of fact, I tried to reach out to my last individual who was promised to get his $1,500 back in 3 to 5 business days. I don't even see that even happen. Multiple complaints in regards to money issues. Every time I go there, I get cockiness, snarkiness from the employees. I ask, who's the owner? I can't tell you that. What's his phone number? I don't know. Well, is he ever here? Oh, I don't know. It's constant civil complaints. It's a horrible ran business. It's a scam. It's what it is. I mean, it's a constant issue with these customers coming in constantly with the issues with their business. Now, whether it's poor management, whatever it is, I don't think it's poor management. It brings bad business to the city. We don't need that. If we're gonna have businesses operate in this city, we need good businesses, not the police going there 21 times for civil issues that they can't handle themselves. Now, it takes away from me from going to other important calls or calls of service that are more important than a scam. And I say that clearly, it's a scam. There's these customers who, and last time I talked to was this frank individual. He says, well, that last customer that he dealt with, well, he'll get it in 3 to 5 business days, his money. And if he doesn't, he can take me to court. That's their attitude, is take me to court. Now, out of all the times that we've been there, how many people have gone through civilly to go to court? A lot of people don't want to waste their time.
Or their money.
Or their money.
'Cause they've already lost money.
Exactly. They're already lost. Now they're going to explain to their employer they're going to take time off of work to deal with pettiness. It's not good practice. It's not good practice. I mean, it's 21 times.
Detective, you said this year, do you recall, how long have you owned the business, sir?
About almost 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Last year, do you recall going to this, if you have last year's, that'd be great.
Yeah, I
also.
was. It was actually under a different name.
Okay.
It was, it was under a different name. So,
And how many calls last year, if you have that, that'd be wonderful.
seven,
7, and all of the same nature?
keep the peace, unwanted party, which that unwanted party was probably somebody who was upset that didn't receive their money or had an issue with a vehicle.
To the best of your knowledge, and especially with these instances this year, is it the same individual going back there and causing problems, or you're seeing different
Nope.
people? So it's different people?
It's multiples, multiple people, multiple. The last person that I had there had an actual receipt for a refund of $1,500. He was asking, when am I gonna get that money back, and can I have it on paper? They refused to do that. Prior to that, a week before that, I had a female, she came. She had a receipt that was another $1,500, and on that receipt, they were entitled to the first 100, which she signed. So the week after, when I showed him the receipt, he says, he's not getting the 1,500, he's only getting 14. And I said, no, you are mistaken, because it doesn't state that on the receipt. So he's entitled to the full 1,500. So it's a constant issue where it's taking me to court, taking me to court.
And they've never been cooperative with you?
I have not had a situation where they've been cooperative, or at least answer my question of who the owner is, what's his contact name, what's his information. I always get the runaround, and nothing but cockiness.
If I may add to, I'm also the Pedro Florida Police. I'm also assigned to that area, and it's just like also Pacheco said, every time we go there, it's constantly, oh, I don't know where he is, he's not here, I don't know his name, I can't give you his number. It's not cooperative at all.
So I think people who watch these meetings or have been to these meetings know what I'm going to say. I've said as long as I've been here. Having a license is not a right. You are not entitled to a license, okay? But having a license, once you get the license, that's a privilege. And if you abuse the privilege, you lose the license. We are the licensing board, the three of us. These gentlemen and their colleagues are our enforcement arm. We're not out at your business. We can't answer complaints. We don't do those things. They go out. So to hear that you or your employees are not cooperative immediately sends us a signal. If you have nothing to hide and you've done no wrong, why would you be cocky to them?
I never would call.
Well, I don't care. You own the license. You have the license. So your employees may be doing you in the business.
That's why I get rid
Okay?
of them all.
And
Well,
I
it's too
haven't-
late to get rid of them all. You've done a lot of.
We all have
harm.
employees, they answer to us.
Right.
Right? You can't just say it was your employees. I'll tell you, I've been on this board 12 years, and this is by far the most damning presentation I've seen out of a policeman in 12 years. I'm dumbfounded, to be honest with you. When I read it, when I got this last week, I was amazed. I didn't think they'd be here explaining this. Never mind, look at all the instances that's happened during the times we have right now. And I know you're saying, yes, it makes me seem that you're not saying that these didn't happen, right? That's a problem. I mean, he's absolutely right. This isn't what our community needs, especially in these times. What have you done since the February complaint that you were made aware of? You got rid of all your people?
I got most of them and
Okay.
replaced them, yeah.
Have all-
My son just died of corona about 6 months ago, so
I do
I've been having
apologize.
a lot of problems.
Let me ask you this, are all these people that are here, to the best of your knowledge, have you given everyone back money?
Yeah,
That I
everybody
filed
does.
to
to
pay?
them myself over the last couple of weeks, and checked with the
Everybody
Attorney
does.
General, because
Unfortunately, I appreciate you being here, but what you say has nothing to do, I mean,
Right.
because he just hired you up day before yesterday?
yeah, and again, it's only on a
Exactly.
consultant basis.
So did you have time to even read this?
Well, I didn't, no, it wasn't the day before
Okay.
yesterday, it was a few
So
weeks
let's
I've
get
looked
back
through
to
all this.
yourself. So, and once again, I do apologize for your son passing. So you think that you've taken care of all these, officer, are there any active, are you still working with some of these people, you think?
I am not.
Okay.
Now, as far as the calls, sometimes it will provide the person's name and the call number. One in particular individual, the last person I dealt with, I tried to call him earlier this week, just to touch base with him to see if indeed he did get the money back. I never got a response. So whether the money was mailed to him or not, I don't know that.
Okay.
But I do know that the vehicle that he was interested in purchasing is still on their lot.
Okay, makes sense.
I gave everybody the money back, so I made sure of that.
What do you have to say about people being confrontational with the police?
Disrespectful, there's no...
Did you ever have any issues with this man himself?
Honestly, I have never seen,
Never met him.
never met him.
So there's the first problem.
never have.
You're not there.
And you're
It's
the
your
manager on
business.
record, correct?
Absolutely. It's his license. So that's your first, that could be your fatal blow
That is
to
my
yourself.
Every time we ask for the manager, we get told he's not here.
Okay.
So,
But like you said, every one of the employees has been far from helping you.
oh, absolutely.
Oh,
throughout this process.
I get nowhere.
Yeah,
That ain't
Absolutely
right
no
at
way.
all.
We don't allow that in
That's
Fall River.
disrespectful.
absolutely not.
Yep. All right, is there anything you want to tell us?
All I can say is I made sure everybody got paid back. Everybody got their deposit back. I made sure of that. And I'm making sure that nobody be respectful to anybody.
Let me ask you something.
That's wrong.
So in February 3rd, when this person you cost $1,500, I know you're getting frustrated here, but unfortunately you're gonna answer the questions I'm gonna ask. So that person, February 3rd, you were made aware that you cheated them out of $1,500, and you said you gave them their money back. What did you change from February 3rd operationally to September 17th? Because you were very consistent, it happened every month. So
Yeah.
every month, it seems to me that someone on your business screwed people out of money. So the people from September 10th, you've already given them their $1,500 back.
Yes, they all got paid back.
So I'm just trying to figure out how you're thinking and how you're operating. So after like March, after you had 3 people that you had to take money out of your pocket and drive down here because you were never down here, and it continued to happen in April, and May, and June, July, August, and these are just the people that may have the opportunity to get to the police.
They wasn't telling me.
What did you change from then to then, besides I got rid of everybody?
Right, but they really wasn't telling me all the bad stuff. I got a lot of money that got stolen, deposits and stuff like that got stolen, and it was just bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So obviously, you're not a good businessman.
I'm trying to be.
Well, all right. Right now, I just got a question. Is there anyone else here that wants to say something on this matter? Could you just state your name and address for the record, please?
My name is Mary Bardsley, and I live at 160 Howland Street.
Okay.
I'm actually directly behind them.
Okay.
Okay. When the board, and I'm glad to see all you guys healthy, when the boards give license to these people, do they follow up to see how many cars are put in these lots? The hours that they open, the days that they open, the noise that they make? And do they use
Well,
their
that's all
garages?
through the police department.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's very hard,
It
like
is.
they explained.
It is, because I live directly, if you know
Yep,
Holland Street, I
exactly,
have
yeah.
3 businesses, I can't sell my house.
Mm-hmm.
So when my husband works at night and he's gotta come home and you got sanding and stuff, from my understanding, they're supposed to do all body work inside garages.
Correct.
Okay.
There's a lot of
I don't know when they
stipulations.
open or when they close, what days they open and what days they close, because we see the fence open, people going in, the open sign is always on, So we don't know what the guidelines are to these companies.
Mr. Chairman, is there?
There was a variance granted when that became a car lot. And you're definitely right. There's not supposed to be any work on Sundays.
No, it's not.
There's not supposed to be any work
Outside the
between
garages.
after 5 PM. They're supposed to be
I
closed.
mean, to all due respect, we've seen this business changing, and we're being told it's always the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. You want to open a business, you have a right to open a
Sure,
business.
right.
How many cars are you supposed to have? We had no parking in the neighborhood. Their cars were all the way up South Main, on our street. There was no place to park. And we said it. Where are these cars coming from? It was from their business.
And you can attest that there's working, because
Oh,
you're the
yes.
butter, so they're
Absolutely.
working on Sundays.
Sometimes I would actually, people that would be in my backyard, we would just stop whatever we were doing. Now with the COVID, I don't have the pleasure of having my family there.
Sure.
But the sand, and we could hear the noise. I mean, there's rules and regulations that should be followed.
Absolutely.
Like the police officer said, and we support them 100%. They have other jobs that they needed to be there 100%. They
Right.
don't need to be at a business that should be following rules and regulations.
Right. So there should never be any work on a Sunday. There should be nothing after 5 o'clock. If there's an auto body repair license, do you have that? Then what are you doing sanding
send-
cars?
We hear
I
sand,
send
we
a
hear
lot
noise
of,
back there.
I send all my cars out to get fixed, and I
I mean,
don't
it
sand
is-
cars.
They don't
Well,
even
there's
have the equipment
complaints
there
here.
for
There's
it.
a note right here.
Mr. Chairman,
That's his neighbor.
how do you know what's being sent in and out if you're not
No,
there?
another one.
Right? You don't even know
He
what's
called me
going
today.
on there
Can't make
because
it.
you're
Yeah.
not
I don't
there.
have a
We can
mechanic.
hear it.
And you also have another neighbor who filed a complaint saying that you are doing work on Sundays after hours, you're washing cars, making noise on the property. How many cars right now do you have on that lot?
Probably like 30.
Okay. Do you ever count the cars when you go?
I don't, that was my next question, was how many are
It's
they allowed?
50. It was
Oh, okay.
approved for 50. But, I mean, I think, I think sitting there now and just saying, well, I don't know, and you saying, well, I'm helping them, it's kind of late for you to get involved. And for you, and you're having an attitude with us right
No, I
now.
ain't.
No,
No, I
you
ain't.
are. Your face is
I'm
saying
sorry.
differently. You're digging a grave, and you're probably down to 5.5 feet of the 6 that they bury
sorry.
people at. Okay? So your attitude can go.
Right.
We didn't create the problem. You had bad judgment. You hired lousy workers. You have people taking people's money,
And you
not
weren't there.
returning it,
You weren't
and
there.
you weren't there.
So
We're not
you
gonna
even telling us
tolerate
what's
that.
going on there is kind of a moot point too, because you're never there.
Call from the landlord from Florida. He wants to put the property up for sale. He
And
said-
ma'am, thank you for coming,
And the,
because
realtor
it's
put a
important
sign
for
up, and he
our
was told
citizens
that
to
they
speak
took
up,
the
because
sign and
these
put it
gentlemen
back
don't have
up.
enough time to go out there and deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and Carrie's just telling me your landlord called her, that he's trying to put the property for sale, and your work is take the sign down and hide it on him.
Really?
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, if you can entertain a motion.
Is there anything else you want to add? Anything else, gentlemen?
I'll make a motion that we suspend the license for 90 days,
90 days.
pending,
A review?
pending a review, a full business plan. You stepped into it, might as well give us one. You got 90 days to give us one, a whole complete plan. And also, I would like you to also meet with the neighbors, because for years you've been causing them problems. Because here's the thing, you haven't said you haven't done any of this, and that's what gets me. You've almost agreed to everything, including what she said, outside of making the noise, but I don't buy it. So I would, in the 90 days, get to the neighbors and show them how you're gonna change, because it's not their responsibility, and they don't deserve it either.
Right.
90-day suspension pending a review.
Yeah, pending a review.
Pending a review of the business
Yeah.
plan and an inspection by the board.
And if there's any other, if for
Yeah,
some
if there's
reason
any
this pool is
further,
closed-
I would like to add to that, we have one more complaint. You'll be on the next agenda to have the license revoked.
So fix it if there's one coming up.
Because now, with the license suspended, there should be nothing going on there at all.
Did they-
Okay?
I think they might have to get the cars off the, did they have to get the cars
Oh,
off the
yeah,
property?
do you have cars to be delivered now? Okay, by Friday, you are to deliver a list to the officer, one of the officers, and our office of what cars, the make, the model, all the details on what is to be delivered. And then within a week's time, all of the cars have to be off that lot.
All the cars gotta be off the lot?
Absolutely.
All right.
You're not in business,
Right.
okay?
And
And
to
the
check-
license is
Suspension.
suspended as of today. So you can only complete the work that you have going on. Okay? If you have cars to be delivered in the next couple of days, that's fine. Whatever you have to do with your employees, you'll have to address that with your employees. But we need a list so they know what can be there, if a car is going to remain for a couple of days until it's delivered. But other than that, and if we get any, so your landlord's complaining, the neighbors are complaining, it's not just this lady, we have another handwritten complaint. So you need to get your act together, because like I say, you're spiraling. And hopefully your advisor here is going to help you, okay? So is that works? We're good? All right, so there's a motion seconded?
Yep.
So there's a motion to suspend the license immediately with the provision that any pending sales, do you even know if you have any cars under agreement now that are to be delivered in the next 48 hours?
I think, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I gotta go to the
I can
office.
tell you who owes me money in my business right now.
Well, they got more money going back out than coming in, I think. Detective, well, maybe we can look to, is it possible to have, maybe get an officer down there tomorrow to make sure we are on the same page with what's going on there, because I don't want them to close the door and then there's a line out the door at your place because there's problems. I don't know if we can get someone down there, we get Detective.
He's on
Riviero down
vacation.
there. He's on vacation?
Yeah, he's on vacation.
Yes.
Brian's on vacation.
Oh, he's at a
Okay.
conference or something.
All right, so it is that, whatever needs to be delivered can be delivered. We want a list submitted to the board and to the police by Friday morning of what those cars are, and within a week from today, all the cars are to be off the lot.
A week from today?
A week
Okay,
today,
all right.
okay? Is there anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
So you really gotta get serious with this, because if you don't care, just keep doing what you're doing. You won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
And if the landlord puts a sign out to sell that property, that's another issue for you, because that might be something criminal by moving that sign. Okay? Just tell your employees, well, your employees shouldn't be there anymore, because you're not open. Okay? You should be the only one there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, officers.
Detectives, thank you for coming.
in.
Ma'am, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Good night.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is the extension of outdoor table service by Governor Baker. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry for the problem.
Eric?
Yes.
Carrie's got to tell us what the extension of the outdoor, because they had a meeting on this. I
Oh,
don't
they
know
did?
what it was, yeah.
Well, it's getting kind of.
Carrie, what's the
Governor
deal
Raimondo?
with Governor Baker's?
Ramondo?
Oh, I just gave you
Oh, she
the
had-
the latest and greatest. It's just
To a vaccine.
but we actually took care of it with the outside seating and how long the.
Okay, it's gonna go to what, November?
Yes, we had a meeting upstairs with the mayors. I just want you guys
So
to.
that outdoor seating's gonna go and continue to November.
Gotcha. I think we're gonna be dealing with this again
It's
next.
gonna be warm tomorrow, so people will be
I
outside.
was saying, did you see
Like
what Governor
someone like
Raimondo
you?
put in place last week?
Yeah.
Phase 3, no matter what, until there's a vaccine.
Till the end of November, or?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it might go even further if the weather, if we
I
get
didn't
some
s-
like
I
El
didn't-
Nino and it's hotter.
It'd be
than-
nice, because I
Oh.
think these places, they spent all
Well,
this money
some
to put
people
some
have
patios up
heaters
for a few
coming.
weeks.
Yeah, they're
I
grant.
think
It's from grants.
Portish already has their heaters out.
Yeah. So the next item on the agenda is we need to vote on the dates for the renewal of licenses. So it's been suggested that by October 30th, the applications will be mailed out.
They went out a little early.
They're out
There was a
already.
bit of a
Already out?
confusion, but
Okay.
if people call, we let them,
And they have until the 25th, correct?
yeah.
Carrie,
Next
of
page.
November
Mhm.
to file, okay?
Yeah.
And then we have a meeting on December 16th. So at that meeting, we would hopefully do the renewals. Starting on the 17th, they can start picking up licenses. And by the 30th at noon would be the last time to pick up licenses, okay?
Is that on
God, it's
the-
already almost
Is
December.
that on our map?
Yeah, you've got a license. You got a copy of the calendar.
yeah,
Carrie, it's
yeah.
on there.
That's what I
So,
was looking for.
if there's anyone out there watching this that has a license, please make sure you pay attention to the filing. So it's in the mail, you should have it or be about to receive it. There will be no special meetings going, at this point, we're not planning on it. everyone needs to get this together. It's one signature now, right?
That's it. And the
So,
date, yep.
It's very simple. It should be a very easy process to get it renewed. Okay, so we need to vote on that to accept it.
I'll make a motion that we accept the schedule for the renewal process.
And I'll second the
A
motion.
motion made and seconded to accept the renewal dates. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
We also have minutes of the meeting of July 15th, 2020 that we need to approve.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of the meeting from July 2020.
I'll second the motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to approve. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
And also a motion to approve the August 19th, 2020 minutes.
Make a motion that we approve the August 19th, 2020 minutes of the meeting.
And I'll second the motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to approve the minutes of the meeting of August 19th, 2020. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
I'm going to go back to the vote on the renewals because I don't think I did anyone else in favor and opposed. So is there a motion to accept the dates?
Yes, I'll make a motion that we accept the dates for the renewals.
And I'll second the motion.
It's a motion made and seconded to approve the dates for the renewal process for licenses. Is there anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Anything else to come before the board?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second the motion.
It's a motion made and seconded to adjourn. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.